Hello, so today we're going to have a really quick look at Book Creator. Okay, so this is the website, bookcreator.com. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log in with our Google accounts. Now I've already logged in, so you're just going to hit sign in, and then if you are a teacher, hit the teacher one, and if you are a student, hit student and ask your teacher for the code. I'm going to show you the codes in just a second, so I'd hit sign in, and I can see here are my books that I've already created. So, Mr. Ridgway's Lockdown Journal. Let's have a look at the books that we've got here. Here's my first book. I'm going to hit play. So, let's just make this video, in fact, let's move the video up there. Mr. Ridgway's Lockdown Journal. So here's my front cover. You can see it looks like a book. I'm going to hit next. So, move to this page. Welcome to my lockdown diary. I need something to keep me entertained. I wonder what I should write about. I liked using my new Harry Potter mug. I enjoyed learning to skateboard. And I loved using Google Classroom with everyone. Okay, so there's a really simple book, but I'm going to teach you how to create that now. So we're going to go back to edit, and we are going to go back to my books. We're then going to hit new book. And if you're a beginner, I recommend that you use the comic book ones down at the bottom. If you know what you're doing, go for the top ones. I like the look of the comic book ones more, so that's what I'm going to go for. So let's go for landscape. Let's just adjust this video so we fit in. Perfect. So we're in landscape. We're looking at the cover now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the I button, and I'm going to change the background. Oh, that looks quite cool. Let's go for this one. Okay, so now we've got our background. Let's add in some text. Let's go for the title. Welcome to my video book. Okay. We can pull this over. And there, let's just adjust this. There we go. There is my title to my story. Okay, there's my front cover. Let's hit next, and we're now on the first page, the actual first page. So we can insert a panel, and I quite like the look of, there's so many panels here to choose from. Let's go for this one. So we've got 3 panels, nice and simple. First thing I'm going to do is I can either import a picture from my files, or I can take a picture from the camera. So let's take a picture. Up here on the right hand side, you've got the take a picture button, and in the middle you have the actual picture that you're going to take. So let's plan what we're going to do. Oh, that's a good face. There we go. Let's hit use picture. Now I can drag it around by using that tool there, the move tool, the grab tool. I think that is perfect right there. Now, what am I thinking? Let's go for plus. Let's add in some speech. Let's put this up in the top corner. Let's make it a wee bit smaller so it fits in. We'll move this to point to my mouth. I don't know what to do today. Okay, there's our first panel. We can then add in a few stickers. Let's go for, okay, and we can rotate that. There we go. Okay, there's our first panel. Second panel, let's add in a photo. Use picture. Here's our picture. Again, we can move that around. Let's go to there. Let's go to the plus, and we can add in a thought. Make it smaller, pop it into the corner, a little bit bigger. And we can drag where the thought bubble comes from. I know. Okay, there's our second panel. Okay, and our last panel. What could we do for this? Let's go for that one. Just going to stretch it out across here. Let's just use the grab and we'll pull it over to there. Let's move it over so it's just me. There we go. And we're going to put in a speech. Drag up here. We'll make sure it fits. Let's pull it down to there just now. And we double click to type, and I'm just going to type in, let's make a book. Okay. And there is the first page to our comic. Now we can then change the background by clicking on I. Let's go for this one. Okay. We can also add in some media. So you can then record. So it says start recording. I don't know what to do today. I know. Let's make a book. So let's listen back. I don't know what to do today. I know. Let's make a book. Okay, so we can hit use recording. Where's it popped? There it is. Okay, now we can hear, you can add narration to your stories, or you could just add sound to any of your stories. So let's pop it down here so that anyone who is listening or reading the stories, they can access the sound. Okay, we can also add in from media. We can also add in more pictures. You can use the pen. I'll go through that in a second. And you can add in other text. We can put in shapes as well. So you can put in more thought and speech bubbles and stars. Let's add a star. I quite like the idea of star. In fact, yeah, no, let's go for star just now. Okay, so there's our star. There's our first page. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can then hit the play button to have a look at what it looks like in our book. So there is our title and our front cover, and there's our first page. Okay, we can read it out loud as well.
I don't know what to do today. Ooh, I know. Let's make a book.
I don't know what to do today. So the book will automatically read all the words that are there and play the sounds as well. Okay, we can change to enter full screen if we want it to be full screen, or just normal. It doesn't really make a difference here. We can share it with others, and in the settings menu you can change as well the voice that's speaking and the speed that they're turning it. Okay, the speed that they are speaking it. Okay, so let's add another page. Now for this page, we are going to add in a panel. Remember, always start with your panels if you're making a comic. Let's make our one page panel. And we are going to add in, instead of a picture, we're going to add in a drawing. Okay, now I could click on the pen, maybe make it bold. We can make the color green, quite like green. There's some grass. Let's see, it's going to take me a wee minute. Okay, there's our grass. Maybe we'll add in the sun as well. There's the sun. So we could paint a lovely picture. But I know it's going to take me a little bit of time to perfect the football that I really want to draw. So I'm going to hit auto and I'm going to draw a football. Doesn't matter where you do it. So there's my ball. Okay. And up at the top, can I see a football yet? No, I can't. So let's draw a little bit more. Let's draw a couple of panels on. Oh, there's our football. There we go. So I'm going to click that button at the top and there is our football. Okay, so I'm going to drag that down here. Okay, so the Magic Pen tool is fantastic for creating pictures as well. So you might not be amazing at drawing. We could put in here my favorite thing to draw on this because it's so simple. Let's see if you can guess what I'm drawing. Oh, beat me to it. It worked out. It's a boat. Let's click on the boat up at the top. I like using the boat. I think that's really cool. You can change the color of your images as well by clicking on the color that you're wanting to draw in. Okay, we can rub those out if we don't like them. We can fill the background as well, so we could make it all green, and we can add in emojis. Okay, so now that we've added in our picture, we'll hit done, and there we go, there's our image. So we can hit play again. Now we can see our first page and our second page. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that book. So we can go back to pages, we can see all the pages as an overview. If we want to move them around, we can do that. But we're going to hit back and we're going to go back to my books. Okay, now we can see that I've got lots of other books in here. Mrs. Stephen has also created one. I created one previously that you've already looked at. But the way for you to get your pupils to create books is they need the invite code that we talked about at the start. So show invite code to others, so they will be able to use this code to access your library. Okay, so here we go. This is our code. All they have to do is share that code and they'll be able to access the library. Now don't worry, I'm going to change the code as soon as this video is finished, so nobody will be able to access this library. Okay, so I'm going to hit the cross. There's a few options that you now have with your story. You can book options. You can put in a book that somebody else has created and shared with you. You can import that to your library. You can move, the library that the book is in. So if you've got multiple libraries, you can change that up. You can copy the book and move it. You can combine books. So I could join Mrs. Stephen's book and my book together. Okay, which is brilliant. If you're teaching, you can get every pupil to make one page and then join them to create one book, which is great. And down at the bottom, you can delete your story as well. Now the next options are, you can share that, so you can publish it online, and that's how you allow others to see it. You can collaborate, so you can ask someone else to edit it. You could download it as an ebook, or you could print your story. And lastly, you can read the story. Just as we did earlier, we can read it. Now, I've got here a new book by Niall Ridgway. I don't really want that to be the title, so let's change the title to Welcome to My Video Book. There we go. Okay. You can also change the author's name as well. So there we go. Welcome to My Video Book by Niall Ridgway, and that is the basics of Book Creator. Okay, if you've got any questions, send me a wee message. I would really appreciate it if you could like this video on YouTube, if you could subscribe to the channel, because we're popping up loads of videos recently, and if you could comment as well, any links to your own books that you make, I'd love to see them. So drop me a wee message if you need any help. I'm always happy to help, and thanks very much for watching. Cheers.